All right, good afternoon, everybody. It's the Fantasy Sports Boss with another reaction video for you on the Christian McCaffrey fiasco, which it really has become. Hit that subscribe button. Tomorrow, busy day. We're going to have a live stream in the morning for the 11:30 Eastern Time injury update. We have some big-name players, as always, whose status is up in the air there. And then, of course, throughout the games on Sunday, any injuries that happen, have instant reaction videos to them. Now, Christian McCaffrey placed on IR. So he will now miss this week. He missed last week and 2 more games after that, bare minimum. There's a lot to unwind here. The chief among them is that Kyle Shanahan really kind of just effed over the entire fantasy community and tried to deceive the NFL as a whole, of which they're now being investigated because clearly Christian McCaffrey was so much more seriously injured than was indicated early on. Like, if we knew right off the bat how serious this injury was, and I apologize for the glare, but then again, you don't watch this video to look at me. If we would have known right off the bat how serious that injury was to his calf and now his Achilles, as we've learned in the last couple of days, the Achilles is now a part of it. Nobody would have drafted him first overall. Nobody would have drafted him in the first 2 rounds. And so those who took the plunge with the top pick, and I told you incessantly not to do that, even not knowing the injury, even with the injury not being a factor initially in the summer, I said don't draft him number 1 because of his age and the workload and all that. Now we have a situation where if you drafted McCaffrey first, you are in serious trouble. It's very hard to survive a fantasy football season when you're number 1 pick, especially number 1 overall, because then you got to wait the longest for it to come back for round 2 when he's not there for you each week. So this is just a huge disaster for all McCaffrey owners. And the NFL, like I said, is investigating Kyle Shanahan for his bullshit, because that's exactly what it was. And the fact that, they come out and say, oh, he practiced and he felt worse pain than he's felt before. Nonsense. Absolute nonsense. This is his pain threshold, whatever, has not changed. It has always been the same. But Shanahan wanted the Jets to scheme, prepare for McCaffrey, and then at the last minute they dropped that bomb that he was out. Because when that happened, everybody was shocked that he was out for Monday Night Football, because there was no indication he was going to miss that game. Like, usually you get a sense if a player's going to go or not, and there was no indication that McCaffrey was going to. But it was all positives coming out of the 49ers camp, and now, obviously, we've been duped. We have been duped, everybody. Now, I don't have any shares of McCaffrey, so I'm not personally impacted by this, but I would be beside myself if I was a victim of this. And anybody who drafted Jordan Mason, you potentially have a league winner. And there are already whispers that McCaffrey may not come back until after the bye week, which would be rubbing salt into the wound of a horrible situation. So if he's coming back after the bye week, who knows, right? There is no prediction now that we can trust when it comes to how soon he's going to return. So just a disaster for McCaffrey owners. Let me know what you think about this if you're a McCaffrey owner. I'm sure you're giddy if you're a Jordan Mason owner. I do own him in 1 league, but what a disaster. Just unbelievable. Hit that subscribe button.